And we're back, the TAKful Creator here. Okay, let's get started. May God the Creator bless us. May God the Redeemer heal us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us. Give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hands to do the work of God. Feet to walk the path of justice, and mouths to preach the good news. May the angel of peace, prosperity, love, guidance, grace, love, abundance, what? Love, 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 solar plexus, reach over us. This is the reign of God. That shit. Okay, so this is the Aquarius read. Hi, Aquarians. How y'all doing? Those that are in the energy. Wow, you have a fat head or neck, and I'm not at all attacking you, but that's what the card says here, fat head or neck. Now, this could mean spiritually, physically, you may attach yourself to that, but what I'm saying spiritually, when you have fat, it's known as not being able to release. You're keeping things in, right? And oftentimes that's toxicity, that's negativity. Okay, so specifically around your throat is talking about your throat chakra. So you are not vocalizing your truth the way that you need to vocalize it, right? And then if we're talking about a fat head, like what other chakras are aligned in that magnitude on that part of your body? Well, you have your third eye chakra, which is in between your eyes, like your unibrow, right? And then you have your crown chakra. So you are not allowing messages in or out because of a sense of swelling, right? It's your chakras are so engorged that the inlet and outlet is basically nil. It's closed, right? So there's no transfer, there's no permeability there. Okay, so in order for you to receive comfort or safe passage, you would have to get down the swelling. You would have to remove the fat so that you can again have clear passage, right? So how do you do that? Because we're talking about the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. There's a lot of chakras for you to balance by just doing one thing. So how do you narrow down this focus? Well, we see that your solar plexus here, right? The solar plexus activation, chakra activation card is letting you know that that chakra is opened enough for you to clear passage, right? And what do I mean by that? This chakra is not blocked. It is seemingly dulled or jaded. You can feel a bit of anxiety, butterflies and stuff like that, but the fact that you still have feeling within this chakra means that you can use it to clear your other chakras. Okay, how do we do that? Well, first we have to figure out how the solar plexus needs to be used here. Okay, so what we see an overweightness and obesity. That could be why in the prayer I just kept saying love, love, love. Well, maybe, this person, this Aquarius, is not okay with their aesthetic. They're not happy with their weight. They're not happy with how their weight is shaped or how it looks. They might be Guatemalan, or they might be interested in Guatemalan, like that food. They probably live next to it, above it, below it, Colombian food. Because they enjoy food so much, or maybe the culture so much, that's the reason why they're overweight, and they don't really feel like they can remove themselves from this idea. They may live around, I'm not really getting that they're Muslim. If they could be, they very much, they could look Guatemalan and Colombian, have they enjoy this food but look Muslim, or vice versa, be Muslim but enjoy this food. It's really centered around the food dynamic. Okay, so these cultures usually have large plates of food. Rice is usually the base. Sauces that have a lot of seasonings and a lot of what we would deem as calories, because with oils and butters and stuff. So it's savory food. And it's causing this Aquarius maybe to be more on the hefty side. Okay? And although this physical obesity is causing, this fat head or neck, it's really controlled by the chakras. Okay? So you have 3 blocked chakras. Your solar plexus is the most unblocked chakra that could assist you here. Alright? So what other attributes do we need to focus on? Oh, the muffin top, of course. What other attributes do we need to focus on here to see how the solar plexus can help us? All right, because your solar plexus is basically your stomach, right? So it's a bit above the muffin top. So if the muffin top is down here, the stomach would be like right over here. That's where your solar plexus is. For those that want a bit of formality, right? This Aquarius, as we can see, is balanced in their masculine and feminine energy, so they can seem a bit androgynous if you are interacting with them. That can mean that their physical appearance also seems androgynous. So where they're a female or a lady, they don't appear very feminine. So that might push them away from attraction, right? Or if they're a man, right, or a masculine, they are a bit more on the softer side. So I guess more like a teddy bear instead of that grizzly bear that's meant to protect and provide. Okay, and that kind of maybe pushes away from a certain dynamic that they would want to. But they're pretty much balanced in their energy. So they would need a balanced energy to match them in frequency. The issue is all the insecurities around their weight. Okay, look, we have the fat head or neck, overweight, obesity, muffin top, like, come on now. And then food. Okay, so this person may seem far away. They may be distant or detached emotionally because of their constant insecurity, because, you know, weight is not like a bag, right? Weight's not like clothes where you can just change your appearance and you can just, you know, live a different life. Like, weight is similar to complexion, where, you know, you wake up and it doesn't matter what you do, you can't hide it. And because you can't hide it, that means that other people can involve themselves in it at their free will, right? So this could be the snake-like energy that that comes in and attacks your psyche about your own insecurities. Or you could be the snake. This Aquarius could be the snake-like energy, right? Because they have this toxicity around those chakras. That's what they're giving off to the world, and because they're giving that off to the world, they may be receiving that back. So they may seem far away from people or distant from people because they're not able to connect, be kind, be willing to be vulnerable, right? Because when you're holding on to stuff, it's usually because you can't let it go. And why don't you want to let it go? You don't feel safe. Well, why don't you feel safe? It could be for a plethora of reasons, but when you don't feel safe to let something go that is necessary, it could be seen as you not wanting to be vulnerable, right? Because you don't know what people or what could happen within that vulnerability. Pear-shaped. Bro, like, what is up with your appearance? Like, get dilated eyes. So maybe they are on some kind of prescription. Maybe they indulge in some kind of intoxicants, because dilated eyes came out again. Okay, so we're learning a lot about, like, this Aquarius energy, in a sense that their weight is really the forefront of their issues. Their weight and their vision. So they may need contacts. They can't see the way that they're supposed to see, quote unquote, by societal standards. So because their vision is impaired, that means that there should be another sense that is augmented. Now, what sense is that? That could be the sense of taste or touch, and it's the reason why they are a bit gluttonous, why we have this overweight vibe here. Okay, so now that we have our description cards, let's figure out what this Aquarius energy is doing to either insult or assist the collective. Okay, and then we can figure out how this solar plexus activation consists with unblocking the third eye chakra, the crown chakra, and the throat chakra for this. It's ghetto here. Bad or cruel jokes. You're too bold. Okay, so the dilated eyes could be because they enjoy alcohol, right? Something about Juneteenth, celebrating Juneteenth, or Juneteenth is ghetto. Okay, so because the ghetto card came next to Juneteenth, I know this energy is not black. I know they're not chocolate. They're not a chocolate individual. Are they chocolate? No. So this Aquarius is either Colombian, Guatemalan. Are they Muslim? No, but they live around a lot of Muslims. Okay. And they feel like it's ghetto here because they're around, I guess, black people who enjoy being black. Independent black people. Well, that's great. Okay, so this Aquarius enjoys alcohol, enjoys offering bad or cruel jokes. They're excessively bold in a way that's a bit aggressive, because that's where we get this orange energy that's paired with the red. And this aggression is specifically with brown colored people. So even if they're Guatemalan or Colombian, and there's people within their race that are brown or complexion, they have some kind of a stigma associated with it. Like they view them as being less than, which is probably the reason why they're obese. They have so much hatred for energies for no reason, and that is being offered back to them karmically by, you know, packing on the weight. And then I see Coke over here. So does this Aquarius do Coke? Oh no. But you got the nerve to be racist against chocolate people, but you doing Coke. You're not white. I'm leaving it alone. I'm not going to be stereotypical too. That's not going to help nobody. All right. But they're alcohol enthusiasts. They enjoy, can I say that? Coke. And there's a portal that's been activated with the Pisces. And Libra. Libra. Okay, so that this might be in connection to the Libra reading that I just did. But Aquarius energy has activated a portal with a Pisces energy. A Pisces and a Leo. So this Pisces and Leo might be one energy, or there might be two different energies that are connected, right? But just know that this reading is specifically for our androgynous Aquarii. Something about a mountain venture, 4-player sex with a romantic beneficial partnership in white. Okay, so that is describing this Pisces energy. So that's why this Aquarius is angry, right? They can't peer into the lives, I guess, of this Pisces and this Leo in reverse. I guess they're not really a Leo in reverse. It's just telling me they're just two different people. Okay, so this Aquarius wants to peer into the life of this Pisces and Leo. So they activated some kind of portal, but they're cloaked in the 5D. Yeah, so if there was like a map in the ethereal realm of energies, right? And you were fornicating, there would be like a surge of energy on that map. Okay? But for this specific couple, they're cloaked. So there would be no surge. You wouldn't see them on that map, right? And so it's a very pure light here. We see the sense of purity and innocence, transparency, because you can see like through it, right? Where you kind of see the bones of what's going on, so you see the overall structure, but like there's no depth to it. There's nothing more you have to look through. You take it for face value, right? And what do we take for face value? That this is a romantic love / partnership where clarity and truth is the most important like facet. They say hell no with a smile to immaturity or anyone acting in an immature light. And I'm guessing like this Aquarius has a proclivity, or not a proclivity because that's a positive thing. They have I can't think of the proper terminology right now, but they have inclination, connection to whatever. They enjoy being immature or basking in a very immature feminine light, right? They enjoy being kind of chatty, spreading gossip, spreading people's business. And don't get me wrong at all. What is this but me spreading people's business? But they do it in a way that the intention is not to be positive. The intention is to offer negativity or offer competition or offer comparison, okay? And they're really chatting about this mountainside venture. So maybe they heard once or multiple times about maybe this Pisces and Leo liking to go hiking or liking to go, to the mountains, to the park, to grassy areas. And so they're just constantly sharing that information because that's all they know. This energy is cloaked. Okay, so what is this telling us? There's going to be a good outcome. And what is this good outcome? Oh, okay, so we needed to figure out why their chakras were blocked. And their chakras were blocked because they were peering into the life of this Pisces and Leo in a way that was extremely intrusive and negative, right? In a sense, they're putting very quote-unquote ghetto vibe on something that would be suburban if you wanted to look at it in that kind of sense, right? And because of that, they were stripped of their gifts. Not all of their gifts. right? So they still have access to their solar plexus because they're probably doing some kind of good. They're assisting people, nurturing people, helping people with their solar plexus, right? Or they can be moved away from negative acts with their solar plexus. So the good outcome is that this energy doesn't have to worry anymore. But the Aquarius is seeing it as a bad outcome. And that is what's continuing the chakras being blocked. Okay, so what does the Aquarius have to do? The Aquarius has to get a grip, you know, calm down the anxiety, right? This throwing fire, you know, in a situation where water is necessary, or being a fighter where, you know, calm conversation and articulation is necessary, like being like people pleasing only to receive instead of being pleasing to give in the best way, right? So like this energy is like with social media posts. That's probably where they're getting their information from. They're constantly looking at one or both of this energy, social media. And in actuality, they just need to catch a grip. The only way for their other chakras to be unblocked is if they allow their solar plexus to accept the new structure that's happening, to learn to acceptance. This Aquarius has an issue with accepting. Like, you can't change it, and there's a part of you that has to believe or know this is happening for something to be better. It's going to be a good outcome, but this person is only thinking of this energy as a negative outcome, and they're not seeing that them constantly fixating on this energy, doing so much to peer into their life, to shift the dynamic between them, activating portals and such, is actually causing them to get larger. It's causing them to be in retention more. And what is retention? Sounds like the tension. You are being held back in a situation where you should be free. Okay, so this can mean physically with her weight or his weight, or it can mean spiritually, not being able to use your psychic gifts in the way that the divine, created you to use them. Okay, but just know better days are coming. All right, so I'll see you soon. Until the next.